What's going on, y'all? So listen. I had to pimp slap that bitch. Listen. I should not be cracking up so hard at this whole thing because domestic violence is not the way to go. But bitch, in this case, let me just tell you this. There is no exceptions. But see, this is what they talk about when they say motherfuckers be provoking niggas sometimes, okay? Bitch, what the fuck did you really thought was gonna happen, okay? I was so sorry. Oh yeah. Okay, let me stop. This is Has and a Half Nots, season 6, episode 19. Team of Rivals, okay? Because baby, everybody is linking up and they don't even fuck with each other like that. Let me get through this video because, you know, let me just get these two things out the way. Wyatt, he cool. Wyatt, okay, he is in the psycho ward. Okay, that's where he had him committed. Jeffrey had him committed. Jeffrey called him up in there, had him went up in there. He all in a straight jacket. Because at first I was like, what type of detox center is this? You know, they put you in straight jackets and shit like that. Let me not ever try to get on no shit. But anyway, he up in that shit. And, you know, he getting in his feelings because Jeffrey don't want to talk to him. Jeffrey was basically trying to tell him what's up. He's like, you was my friend. You wouldn't do no shit like this. Bitch, I am your friend. And because I'm being a friend, I'm looking out for your fucking well-being. So that's why I got you out here in this thing trying to take care of you. Okay? And I was like, you know what, Jeffrey, it's cool that, you know, thank you for being a friend. But it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And I think Jeffrey doing this because really, you know, you don't ever want nobody to look back and be like, well, you never helped me in my time of need and you knew I was needing stuff even though I was trying to push people away. You should have still stepped up or whatever. You know motherfuckers that do some shit like that. But Jeffrey genuinely does care about Wyatt and he's doing this for his own well being and trying to make sure that he gets his life together. But see, Wyatt has to want it for himself and he's not in that place to want it yet. So there's that situation. He gets upset because he was about to leave and he was like, well, you put me here. You need to just stay with me. No, bitch. The fuck, Wyatt, I'm tired of you, okay? And then, you know, it was like, I'm finna call your mama. Why you gonna call my mama? My mama gonna kill me. That bitch thing took all my money and all this shit. And at this point, Jeffrey is like, you're being paranoid as hell, okay? When a person does drugs and the amount of drugs that you've done, you become paranoid. And that's what you spewing out, a lot of paranoia. And I said, bitch, from one paranoid bitch to another, he telling the truth, okay? He drugged up, but he telling the truth, okay? And that's what fucks up things when you do so much stuff that it becomes a habit and people knows that it's a habit and they can't, you know, they know how you act when you're on drugs and, you know, they can't believe you when you're telling the truth. Okay? So that's what's going on with the whole thing with Jeffrey and then he do eventually calls you know, Katherine. Katherine and Jim having this conversation about the whole thing that happened at the bar with Benny and, you know, the gangster being killed and figuring out that it was the one that Wyatt supposedly killed or whatever, which we'll get to in a second. And they going back and forth about, oh, whether or not they should tell somebody about it because Katherine's whole thing is we need to just let Wyatt. We always clean up Wyatt shit. That's why he keeps doing what he's doing. Okay, it's a guilt factor on both their parts, and you know it's moving them to clean up his stuff. And at this point, Katherine is like, I'm tired of doing that. He needs to pay for what he done. Okay, and so Jim is like, so you want to put him in jail and you want to do all this stuff and risk him, you know, opening up his mouth. He already trying to get us locked up or whatever. But then I'm still trying to figure out and hide the shit that your ass did by killing Jennifer Salisbury. Okay, so it's a back and forth conflict with that whole thing. And then, you know, of course, Jeffrey does call Katherine and tell him what's going on with him. But Katherine don't want to tell Jim. Bitch, it got hot that quick up in this motherfucker. I've been cold all day. Oh, that must mean this review is about to get this. This episode was cute at the end. It was cute because I was like, where y'all going? Let's just get to Benny shit right quick. Benny and Mitch, because this whole part pissed me off. When it come back on, the actual episode comes on. Mitch is at the bar now. And Benny is on the floor. That is his uncle. Vic is the white guy that was fighting Benny or whatever. He's sitting there, oh, so y'all ain't called the cops and all this stuff. He's sitting there all like he really hurt and shit like that. Like Benny really fucked him up. And you ain't do nothing. Okay. The only person that we ever seen touch this motherfucker to see if he was really dead was Mitch. Now, how long did this go by without them not realizing, let me see and check and see if he was actually dead? Okay, I don't expect, Wyatt to do it because Wyatt was high as hell and he the one that supposedly killed him. He was in shock, okay? Jim, he ain't trying to touch the body or whatever, fine. Okay, but Vic, you came up in there, you saw Benny come up in there, you automatically assume, mind you didn't even see him come from the direction of the body, okay? You automatically assume that he did it, but then y'all get into this wrestling tussling match and then Benny leaves. You didn't think to go over there and check and see if Vic was okay? Okay? That's one. So then we come to find out Vic ain't dead. Vic moved his hand. I said, bitch, here we go with another Quincy. He was Tyler Perry dead for a second. You know what I'm saying? So they get him down to the hospital and all that. They call the cops. And finally a cop come or whatever, I guess, because they were saying that the cops supposed to have came, but they didn't come inside and all this. Benny pulls up to his home. Well, to his mama's house. And Mitch is on the porch. Mitch pissed me off in this scene, and I get that you're in your feelings because you don't know what it is, but here's my thing. If I'm cool with somebody and my circle is tight and I know my friends and I know their characters, I know their demeanors, I know all what they're about, and even though they have a little issue and a little problem, I know deep down that my friend wouldn't, try to kill somebody and, deliberately fuck me over in the process. They wouldn't do no stupid shit like that. And he just wasn't thinking. That's what I'm just going to chalk it up. He was thinking with emotions and stuff like that, and he wasn't thinking with his brain. Because if he was thinking with his brain, he would never said the shit that he said to Benny. Because you should know, just like Benny finally fucking admitted, bitch, I'm an idiot when it comes to certain things, okay? I didn't do this. He was like, tell me what happened. So he was like, I came up in there, seen dude on the floor, and dude came out trying to fight me and all this shit, and that's what happened. I didn't do it. Here he goes, Mitch. Basically, you sure you didn't do it? Because I told you what it was about fucking with my family. They don't give a damn who did it. Now they want fucking war. If he lives, if he stays alive, you gonna probably, and they find out that you did it, you gonna die. If he die, you gonna die. I said, wait a minute, Mitch. He ain't even trying to give Benny the benefit of the doubt. He's thinking with so much emotions. And I said, look at this shit. Once again, a black man is about to go down for some shit that a white man did. And then you got a fucking white friend on your side that just turned on your ass so quick like that. And I just said, what type of bullshit is this? He just said, fuck this whole friendship, bitch, you on your own. And I was just like, damn, you don't even give me the benefit of the doubt. How long have we known each other? How long? Like, I know people can switch up and change, but shit. That just didn't sit well with me, and I wasn't here for it. And I was like, bye, Mitch. You can get the fuck up out of here. Okay, go on somewhere with this bullshit. I never trusted Mitch when I first saw him. When I first saw him, I thought he was going to be one of the motherfucking shady dudes that was on here in season 1. I really did. And then he just proved it. He just proved it in season 6. Like, come on. Moving on from that, Benny gets in the house. Hannah's sitting at the table. He's sitting on the couch. And, basically, she trying to figure out what happened. What you do. You went down there and you talked to that bitch. Yeah, I did. She gonna help me. Why do you have to go over there and talk to Veronica? You know that she ain't gonna do no favor for you for free. She is doing it for free. She was like, you know how you gonna pay her. How I'm gonna pay her. I said, bitch, you gonna pay her in dick. As soon as I said that shit, she was like, you just like your sister. You out here selling ass. And I said, bitch, that's exactly how you gonna pay her, okay? Come on now. I was like, girl, Candace and Benny at this moment is really pissing Hannah off because they're literally her past. That's what's going on. They're literally her past. Hannah used to be out there selling that ass too, okay? To marry men and shit like that. So that's how them kids got here. That's how Benny got here. Come on now. And she see that shit, and it's just like history is repeating themselves, you know? And so she pissed off, and she just want her son to open up his dumb eyes, want to get help from Katheryn, not understand where Benny is coming from. This woman, you know, she already got us this house, got us this car. You still working with her, and how the fuck can you trust her after she hid the fact that her son almost killed me? But then here go what's her name? Here go Hannah was like, well, she paid for all your medical bills, so you know. I said, first of all, that's the least Katheryn could do, okay? And I forgot all about that shit that she you know, covered up all this stuff and was lying about not knowing that Wyatt was the one that almost killed Benny and shit like that. Man, it'd take me a long time to forgive somebody for doing some shit like that, if that, okay? And that's if, a big if, okay? Y'all tell me, could y'all forgive somebody for almost killing your child? Or lying about it and knowing and keeping that? Girl, no, I couldn't. Like, I have to, I don't know. But anyway, moving on from that. Justin. Remember when we left off with they saying he had the gun to his head and the gun to Jeffrey? Jeffrey wasn't phased by it, so you gonna do it? You gonna do it? Go ahead and shoot me, bitch. Shoot me, bitch. I done seen everything in life already, but Christ anyway. Go ahead and shoot me, bitch. Y'all know where they come from? Put it down in the comments. I said, Justin, if you don't get the fuck out of here, it is so exhausting to see Justin and Jeffrey scenes because, once again, Jeffrey is turned on by this shit because he still with it. Alright, you like this man. You like what this little game that y'all playing. Now you done up the ante by putting some guns and trying to fake like y'all gonna kill each other. You just make me mad. I don't want to do this. And he was like, I'm not your possession. I didn't say it was my possession. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to protect what's mine. Bitch, he ain't yours, but technically he is because he keep giving you the ass. He keep giving you the dick, and that's what making you go crazy. Why you doing this? You fucking up my life, and you took my life from me, and now you doing, bitch. Justin, you did this shit yourself. This fatal attraction shit ain't cute when women do it, and it damn sure ain't cute when men do it, okay? I'm like, nigga, you need to get your life to fuck together. He told him to get out, and then you see, mind you, they go back to the condo. He didn't ripped up everything in the condo, and then gonna say something. I didn't mean to do it, but this is what you made me do because you got me acting crazy. He was like, how the fuck your actions? You can't justify your actions by some shit that we did. Get the fuck out of here, okay? And I'm just like, you know what, Jeffrey, stop dealing with it. But you keep entertaining it, so I'm not gonna give it that much energy. When he told him to get up out of there, he was like, this really hurts. I said, Justin, get the fuck on. And so Jeffrey called his daddy. Daddy. Listen, I need you to come down to the condo because some shit happened. And at this moment in time, Erica had just got off the phone. Mind you, she snuck into the bathroom because I think she got a text message or something. And she was returning the text message and it was from Rocky. Alright? And he basically was telling her, listen, you need to be on your P's and Q's because I overheard Veronica and Candace talking about taking your ass out. Erica wasn't phased back because she already knew. And she was like, you know, okay, thanks for telling me, but whatever. It is what it is. And at this point in time, if Candace want her dead, it's perfectly okay with me. If whatever happens to Erica, it's perfectly fine with me. And you want to know why? Because of the yes, Candace brought a lot of shit on herself. Let's be honest about that. But it's okay if something, whatever happens to Erica, and if it's done by Candace's hand, it's justifiable in my book because if it wasn't for Erica helping set Candace up to get killed with war, remember that? Quincy Jr. would still be here. She set her up, and therefore her son got caught in this crossfire. Remember, it was you got to go back. Y'all got to remember that. So all this shit is going down because Erica did that shit. Okay, so whatever happens to that bitch. But she get back in the bed. David was like, everything okay? She's like, yeah, it's just my sister, you know. He was like, I woke up and I looked over and I reached for you and you weren't there. I said, boy, if you don't shut up. That's when he get the phone call from Jeffrey. He get up out the bed. He called Veronica because he thinking that because Jeffrey was kind of vague on the phone call. He didn't say what happened or what did anything did it. But at this point, after the car being blown up and, Veronica coming over there putting bugs in the house, David is just up to here, so he automatically assumed that, Veronica is still fucking with Jeffrey. So he gets on the phone, he calling Veronica, telling her, you better stop fucking with my son. Mind you, Veronica got arcade playing helicopter dick, standing up in her bed and all this shit. And I'm sitting here like, what? Next thing you know, she was like, say hi to David. This my husband. Hey, little boy. How you doing, daddy? What's your name, David? Okay, cool, cool, cool. And at this point, David was fed the fuck up that he hung up on her. Veronica was still going off about what she don't want to do. I don't want to do this with no little boy. I don't want to do this with this, and I don't want to do that. And she just drunk as shit. So I'm thinking, she finna play around with him and all this stuff. Fine. So at this point, we see them at the pool. I said, Arcade was like, the water is fine. So what's going on with that? The water is cool. Why don't you get your ass in there? She was like, listen, I'm just still trying to figure you out and figure out what I want to do with you. So apparently, they haven't fucked yet. I said, Veronica, go ahead and knock the dust off that so you can calm down just a little bit and you can go to sleep. Okay? They just talking it up. So we gonna pause that part right there for a second. And we gonna go over back to the hotel room. So Gia is down there. She gets a phone call from Candace. Hey yo, Gia, I want you to go over there and I want you to call Rocky and I want you to tell him to come up to your hotel room and because one of the little dudes is fucking around with you, he getting a little bit too rough or whatever, and I want you to give him my hotel room number, okay? She was like, I don't just do it, bitch. Okay. So she called Rocky, telling, oh, one of the dudes that I'm with right now, he getting rough and all this shit. I need you to come up here. And it was like, okay, what's the hotel room number? Gave him the hotel number. She called Candace, let her know that he on his way. She was like, okay, bring your ass to my room. And so she goes to the room and she was like, what's going on? So Candace is standing on the side of the microwave and the little fridge or whatever, and she got this club, okay, like a golf club. And she was like, what you about to do with that? Where did you get that club for? I'm finna show you what it's like to double cross me, okay? Here go Gia. Wait a minute. I'm not about no violence. I'm not about no violence. Bitch, you in the wrong business then. And I said the same thing too. Ain't no non-violence in the pimp game. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Unfortunately, that's just how that shit is. That's how they get control and all that stuff. So, she was like, I'm finna make you my bottom bitch. And you gotta learn how to do some shit and learn how to, how it comes to when somebody try to fuck me over and what the consequences gonna happen. She was like, now you gonna convince this nigga to come up in this room. So he knocking on the door. She opens the door and she was like, yeah, he right here. He right here. He comes in. Candace took that golf club. Bam, 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 bam. She was knocking his ass out to the point where the actual club at the end of it, the thing, it popped off. And so we didn't see nothing. I said, is she really hitting him? Not really because it's TV, but what are you doing, girl? And next thing you know, she was like, so you double crossing me, you want to flame me, you want to say my business and all this shit. Because Rocky done told at least 2-3 people her business and all the stuff that happened. Oscar, we know for sure. We just seen him tell Erica, he in his feelings because she cut him out of money and all that stuff. Okay, fine. Next thing you know, we look down at Rocky. Rocky got maple syrup mixed with a little bit of red tint and a little Hershey syrup on him being portrayed as a lot of blood. I said, goddamn. All right. She was like, now get your ass up out of here. Gia's just looking scared over there. She said, bitch, clean this up, but first give me a vodka tonic. A vodka tonic. I can't wait till Insecure comes back on August. But anyway, she was like, hurry the fuck up, bitch. Get the molasses out your ass and give me the vodka tonic. Okay? Next thing you know, she doing all that shit. We pan out to when Gia goes out the fucking room. And it's this old white guy, this older gentleman. And basically, what we come to find out is that not only is Jim after Erica, what the girl named Candace, Rocky pissed off. Okay, everybody's pissed off at Candace, and the feds are watching her. This girl, Gia, is a fucking rat. She's a snitch. She's an informant. So now it all makes sense as to why she kept on saying, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. No, you can't shut this stuff down. I said, who wants to be a hoe for their life? Girl, you need to, go higher. And she was working with the fucking feds, bitch. I said, ain't this some shit? Because they trying to get Candace ass. Let's go back and end this episode with, back at motherfucking Veronica house. David pulls up, knocking on the door. Veronica playing with little RK. They playing on the couch, drinking and all that shit. David knocking on the door. He was like, you fucking with my son. Okay, she was like, what you doing here? Oh, okay, you want to do some stuff. Mind you, Veronica told her, if you come over here, bring a condom, because you ain't finna fuck me after you fuck that whore. What I want is that whore needs to fucking die, bitch. Get rid of your little bitch. That's what she kept on telling him in his face, too. So they going back and forth, and I'm sitting here like, David. Like, I understand you being upset, and I want you to be upset with her. You got every right to be, but in this instance, you got the wrong thing, okay? Veronica didn't do this shit to the condominium, so I guess he went over there and he saw it. But he didn't see Jeffrey, so he don't know exactly who did it, and he automatically assumed that it was Veronica. Because he was like, you set my car on fire. She looked at RK and was like, yeah, I did do that. You fucked up my condominium. I mean, I ain't do that shit, but hey, I'll take it. Next thing you know, they going back and forth. She was like, you little bitch. You coming over here acting like a damn little bitch and all this shit. Let me just tell y'all this. I can't stand Veronica, but when she get mad like that and she start going into her slang shit, the shit tickles me so much. It really does. I be sitting here like, keep going, bitch. It just makes me want to laugh so much. Okay. Because she just bring the gutter out, okay? You little bitch. I was like, oh, that's disrespectful, but keep going. And so next thing you know, she pushed him. He said, you keep on pushing me. You keep on pushing me. Don't think I won't push back. I said, whoo. I ain't see David this mad in a long time. I ain't never seen him this mad like this, okay? I've seen him mad, but I ain't never seen him mad like this. Next thing you know, because when she said, you little bitch, and it was like, what you gonna do? Oh, what you gonna do? He grabbed her, and I said, oh, you finna pin her up. He let her go. I said, oh, thank God. Next thing you know, David hold ass and pop. She flew. She did a triple axel. Boom, onto the floor. I said, goddamn, and got length and air in that bitch. I was just sitting here like, and then on the next episode, David talking to Jim, I had to pimp slap that bitch. He Nipsey hustled her ass. Oh, let me stop. That is not funny. Domestic violence is not funny, but that shit was hilarious to me. It's not funny. But the whole... Let me just log off of here, okay? Because I'm finna give myself some trouble. Because y'all know it was funny, okay? But it's not funny. But it was... Anyway, that was the Halves and a Half Nots. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, and I will see you guys later. I'm about to go look at Love Is. Peace.